What's up, social media world? It's me, BP Ben Peters, coming at you with another video. And the reason I'm coming to you looking like a Best Buy sales rep, Geek Squad employee, is because I just came from housing court. Yes, I went through my second eviction, and I want to tell you everything I learned about this eviction. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ben Peters. I'm a real estate agent, real estate investor. I own 19 doors of rental units, and I want to tell you all my mistakes so you don't have to make the same mistakes as me. So if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so that we can get this information in front of more real estate investors just like you. So that's right, I was dealing with my second eviction, but really I call this my first true eviction because the first eviction I ever went through was from an inherited tenant, meaning I bought the property and this tenant was already in the property. So I didn't put them through the screening process and everything like that. This is the first tenant that went through my screening process and I had to evict. I started investing in 2017 and it is 2023. So I've went 6 years without having to evict one of my own tenants. In order to do this story justice, I have to give you some background. So this particular property is up in Fridley, Minnesota. It is a quadplex. And I found this tenant online, I believe through Facebook, and she signed a year-long lease starting June 1st, 2022. So I just want to establish the timeline. June 1st, 2022, she entered into a lease and she actually paid 6 months in advance for rent. And so when I rented to her and she's like, hey, I want to pay 6 months in advance, I was like, great, this is awesome. As a landlord, you love those type of tenants. But that meant come December 1, 2022, that's when she has to start paying rent again. When she hadn't paid by December 5th, we started texting her and saying, hey, where's the rent? Where's the rent? Where's the rent? So learning from my past mistakes, on December 14th, I posted a 30-day pay rent or quit. That's something you have to do in Minnesota. Hey, we're gonna give you 30 days, either pay rent or quit, and we can show the court system, hey, we gave them proper notice, everything like that. My property manager in that time frame had to do something at the property, came face-to-face with the tenant, and the tenant said, hey, January 2nd, I will have the money. I'm so sorry. Hey, with Christmas, yada, 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 whatever. Lots of excuses. So January 2nd rolls around and my property manager reaches out to the tenant and we find out that she has blocked my property manager's number. And so that showed me this tenant did not want to face the music, did not want to try and work something out. And so at that point, I thought we are definitely filing for eviction. So because I gave her the 30-day pay rent or quit on December 14th, we had to wait until January 14th. They gave us a court date of February 6th. Now, this is where the story starts to take a positive turn, which I was super pumped about. We have eviction court February 6th. February 1st, we get a notification saying that this tenant has paid February rent. So at this point, she hasn't paid December, hasn't paid January, but February 1st rolls around and she makes that payment. I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is so great. She then unblocks my property manager and sends a text and says, good afternoon. I should have contacted you sooner, but I was/am embarrassed and ashamed. I was going to ask if I was to pay $2,000, would you cancel Monday's court date? So she reaches out 2 days before our eviction court hearing and says, I want to try and make this better. Now, just a reminder, she was still behind December of 2022 and January of 2023, $1,250 each month plus $50 late fee. So she was $2,600 behind and she was offering to pay $2,000. This is what I learned from my first eviction. I've been referencing it a lot. So if you want to see my first eviction story and what a nightmare that was, I'll link it right up here for you guys to watch. But what I learned is don't listen, look. Okay, don't listen to what the tenant is saying. Look to see what they're doing. Well, I saw she's trying to make this better. She made one payment and she's trying to make this better. But I didn't want to give her the benefit of the doubt for doing one thing in my favor. I didn't respond to that text message. My property manager didn't respond to that text message. We still went to housing court on that Monday. So to recap, the first thing I saw, she paid rent. She's trying to make this better and she's reaching out trying to, hey, can we come to an agreement here? The second thing that I saw is in mediation, when we were in housing court and we went to mediation, she actually showed up, she talked in person. The previous eviction tenant, they did all the communication through their lawyer. And in Minnesota, you get a free lawyer if you want. And so they never talked face to face. This tenant and I, we talked face to face via Zoom, hence why I have why I have the tie, but we came to an agreement. In this mediation, she said, hey, I want to do what I can to make this better. And I said, hey, this is what I'm willing to do. We're in mediation on a Monday. I said, you need to make December's payment today. And she said, yep, I can do that. I absolutely can do that. And then I said, when could you make the last payment? She said, by Friday. So again, we're in court on Monday. I said, you have to make your first payment on Monday, and then you need to make that second payment by Friday. And then at that point, she will have paid December, she will have paid January, and she's already paid February. So she would be caught up on rent. And I said, if you do both of those things, I will expunge the eviction from your record and you can continue renting from me. But if you do not make that final payment on Friday, I will go to the courts, file an affidavit of non-compliance, and the eviction goes on your record. You have to be out of the house in 30 days. So I'm filming this on a Tuesday. Yesterday was housing court. She deposited the rent into my account. She's fulfilled the first step of the process. The second step, I'm filming this on a Tuesday. She has to deposit that money by Friday. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Number one, will she fulfill her end of the bargain? Will she deposit on Friday? The second thought, we're gonna have to evict her, gonna go on her record. So I would love to hear in the comments below, what do you think? And the second thing I would like to hear in the comment section below, what do you think? Do you think I was too lenient? Do you think I was too strict? Or do you think about the right amount of harshness? Leave a comment below because I'm gonna respond to all the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. Now, as you can tell, I don't have a resolution to this story. I have to wait till Friday to see if she is going to deposit that money into my account, and I either have to evict her or I don't have to evict her. So if you're not subscribed, please do, because I will be making a follow-up video to this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Stay vertical. See you guys on the next one.